Deep within the heart of a dense, foreboding forest, there stood a cabin that had long been abandoned. Its weathered exterior and broken windows gave it an eerie appearance, as if it held dark secrets within its walls. Few dared to venture near, for the legends whispered of a malevolent presence that lurked within, waiting for unsuspecting souls to cross its path. On a moonlit night, a group of friends seeking a thrill decided to challenge the tales surrounding the cabin. They gathered their courage and made their way through the tangled undergrowth, guided only by the pale glow of the full moon. As they approached the cabin, a shiver ran down their spines, but their excitement overpowered their fear. The cabin's front door groaned as they pushed it open, revealing a dimly lit interior. The air was heavy, suffused with a sense of unease. Cobwebs clung to the corners, and a musty odor permeated the room. They cautiously stepped inside, the floorboards creaking beneath their weight. Their nerves were on edge, every creak of the old cabin sending shivers down their spines. They attempted to dismiss their unease as mere superstition, convincing themselves that the legends were nothing more than mere tales told to frighten children. As the night wore on, strange occurrences began to unfold. Shadows danced along the walls, seemingly alive with an otherworldly presence. Whispers echoed through the cabin, hushed voices carrying secrets of the past. The friends exchanged worried glances, their bravado fading with each passing moment. One by one, they started to feel a presence in the room, an unseen force that watched their every move. The temperature plummeted, causing their breath to mist in the air. A deep sense of dread settled over them, suffocating their spirits. As the clock struck midnight, a sudden gust of wind extinguished their flickering candles, plunging them into complete darkness. Panic gripped their hearts as they fumbled in the blackness, desperately searching for a way out. But the cabin seemed to have transformed, its layout becoming a maze designed to confuse and trap them. Whispers grew louder, their voices filled with malice. Terrified, they stumbled through the darkness, their hands brushing against decaying furniture and cold, clammy walls. The presence was relentless, toying with their sanity, pushing them further into the depths of fear. Through the inky darkness, they could hear a low, guttural growl. It reverberated through the cabin, sending chills down their spines. Their hearts pounded in their chests as they realized that they were not alone. Eyes, glowing with malevolence, peered at them from the shadows. One by one, the friends disappeared, consumed by the darkness, their screams swallowed by the void. The cabin, now drenched in an eerie silence, held no trace of their existence. It stood as a monument to their demise, a grim reminder of the horrors that unfolded within its walls. Legend has it that the spirit of a tormented soul still resides within the cabin, forever trapped in a cycle of torment and despair. Those who dare to enter are warned that they too will succumb to its clutches, forever lost in the realm of the supernatural. And so, the cabin remains, a chilling testament to the horrors that await those who dare to cross its threshold. Its presence looms over the forest, a stark reminder that some secrets are best left undisturbed, and that the darkness within can consume even the bravest souls. Deep in the heart of the remote and desolate woods, there stood a cabin. It was an ancient structure, its wooden beams weathered and worn by time and neglect. The cabin exuded an eerie aura, seemingly beckoning those with a taste for the macabre. Legends whispered of the cabin's dark history, of the malevolent spirits that haunted its halls and the tragic events that unfolded within. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the moon cast an ethereal glow upon the forest, a group of friends embarked on a treacherous journey to the cabin. Their curiosity outweighed their apprehension as they navigated through the dense underbrush, guided only by the flickering lanterns they carried. The air grew thick with an ominous stillness as they approached the cabin. The surrounding trees loomed like sentinels, their branches stretching out like skeletal fingers, as if warning the trespassers of the impending danger. With each step closer, a sense of foreboding washed over the group, but their desire for adventure pushed them forward. The creaking door swung open with a haunting cry, evoking a shiver down their spines. The interior was cloaked in darkness, save for the faint glow of their lanterns. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and the silence was deafening. Reluctantly, they stepped inside, the door closing behind them with an ominous thud. As their eyes adjusted to the gloom, they noticed the remnants of a forgotten life. Dust-covered furniture, broken glass, and faded photographs adorned the cabin's interior. The atmosphere was suffused with an otherworldly chill, causing their breath to mist in the air. It was evident that they were not alone. Whispers enveloped the room, hushed voices carrying on the wind. Shadows danced along the walls, morphing into grotesque forms that seemed to mock the living. The once sturdy floorboards groaned beneath their weight, as if straining against the weight of the past. Fear gripped their hearts, but they pressed on, their curiosity overriding their instincts. They explored the cabin, room by room, uncovering fragments of the past. A diary filled with cryptic entries, a bloodstained knife hidden beneath a floorboard, and a collection of worn-out toys that seemed frozen in time. As nightfall descended, the cabin transformed into a malevolent entity, intent on ensnaring their souls. The friends found themselves trapped within its walls, the layout shifting and changing, leading them deeper into the labyrinth of fear. Their screams echoed through the corridors, unanswered by the outside world. One by one, they fell victim to the spirits that haunted the cabin. Their terrified faces etched with despair as they were consumed by an unknown darkness. The spirits reveled in their anguish, their torment echoing through the night. The last remaining friend, their spirit broken, realized the only way to escape was to confront the source of the cabin's malevolence. With trembling steps, they retraced their path, following the whispers that led them to a hidden chamber beneath the cabin. In the depths of the chamber, they discovered a hidden shrine, adorned with relics of a long-forgotten cult. The sinister energy emanating from the shrine filled the air, threatening to consume them. With a trembling hand, they lit the shrine ablaze, hoping to break the hold of the spirits that tormented them. As the shrine burned, an otherworldly scream pierced the night, resonating through the forest. The cabin trembled, its walls crumbling and decaying, as if its very existence was tied to the spirits it held captive. With one final burst of energy, the cabin collapsed, its malevolent presence extinguished forever. The friends emerged from the woods, battered and scarred by their harrowing experience. They carried the weight of the cabin's horrors, forever marked by the darkness they had faced. The cabin, now reduced to a pile of rubble, served as a chilling reminder of the evil that lurked within the shadows, and so, the legend of the cabin was born, whispered among locals and passed down through generations. To this day, the remnants of the cabin remain, a testament to the terrifying tale of those who dared to venture into its depths. It serves as a warning to all who dare to explore the unknown, for some secrets are best left undisturbed, lest they consume the souls of the curious. In the heart of a secluded forest, shrouded in an eternal mist, stood a cabin. It was a forgotten relic, its time-worn facade bearing the scars of neglect. The cabin exuded an air of mystery, its dilapidated state only serving to enhance its eerie charm. Legends and whispers of the supernatural surrounded the cabin, warning all who dared to venture near. But for a group of friends seeking an adrenaline rush, the allure of the cabin's dark secrets proved irresistible. On a moonless night, when the stars hid behind thick clouds, the group embarked on their treacherous journey. They navigated through the dense undergrowth, guided by the faint glow of their flashlights. The forest seemed alive, the rustling leaves and hushed whispers of the wind creating an atmosphere of unease. Yet, undeterred by the growing sense of foreboding, they pressed on. As they approached the cabin, a chill ran down their spines, and their breath misted in the frigid air. The door groaned as it swung open, as if protesting their intrusion. The interior was cloaked in darkness, save for the flickering light of their flashlights. The musty scent of decay hung heavy in the air, and the silence was deafening. With hesitant steps, they crossed the threshold into the cabin. The floorboards creaked beneath their weight, adding an ominous soundtrack to their exploration. The walls were adorned with faded wallpaper, peeling at the edges, and the furniture was covered in a thick layer of dust. It was as if time had stood still within these walls, frozen in a state of eerie abandonment. As they ventured further into the cabin, they discovered a room that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Its dimensions shifted and distorted, playing tricks on their senses. The walls appeared to breathe, pulsating with an otherworldly energy. Shadows danced and swirled, taking on grotesque forms that seemed to mock the living. Whispers echoed through the cabin, whispers that seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. They spoke of forgotten secrets and ancient curses, their words laced with malevolence. The friends exchanged nervous glances, their hearts pounding in their chests. But their curiosity propelled them deeper into the heart of the cabin, unable to resist the pull of the unknown. As night descended, the cabin transformed into a malevolent entity. The walls closed in, suffocating their senses. They became entangled in a labyrinth of corridors and hidden rooms, their perceptions distorted by the supernatural forces at play. The air grew heavy with a palpable sense of dread, and an icy hand seemed to grip their hearts. One by one, the friends began to experience strange occurrences. Objects moved of their own accord, whispers followed them wherever they went, and ghostly apparitions appeared in the corners of their vision. Sanity teetered on the edge, and terror consumed their every thought. In the darkest hour, when all hope seemed lost, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber beneath the cabin. Its walls were adorned with ancient symbols and cryptic writings, hinting at a sinister purpose. A sense of impending doom settled over them as they realized the true nature of the cabin's secrets. Within the chamber, they discovered a book, its pages filled with forbidden knowledge and dark rituals. It spoke of a malevolent entity that had been summoned into the cabin, a being hungry for souls. The cabin was its vessel, and the friends were unwittingly caught in its web. Desperation fueled their actions as they sought to break free from the clutches of the cabin's curse. They followed the instructions in the book, performing a ritual meant to banish the entity back to the depths from whence it came. But in their haste and fear, they made a grave error, binding their fate to the cabin forever. The cabin, now consumed by the darkness, became a prison for their souls. They were trapped in a perpetual state of torment, forever haunted by the malevolent presence they had awakened. Their screams echoed through the cabin's halls, their pleas for release falling on deaf ears. The legend of the haunted cabin spread through the whispers of the forest, a cautionary tale of the dangers of delving too deeply into the unknown. The cabin, now a place of unspeakable horror, stood as a testament to the friends' folly, a reminder that some secrets are better left undisturbed, and so, the cabin remains, its walls stained with the anguish of lost souls. Its doors stand open, inviting unsuspecting wanderers to enter, lured by the promise of adventure. But those who dare to cross its threshold do so at their own peril, for once the cabin claims a soul, there is no escape from its clutches.